Hello, my little tubers. We're back for some more drafting on Arena, some more Dominaria United. Thanks for watching. Hit that like and subscribe button. We move into our pick one, pack one, where we've opened one of the best cards in the format. The Wingmantle Chaplain. That is right. Defenders, specifically this defender, is the real deal. You can build some very strong decks, even with only one Wingmantle Chaplain as a defender, as long as you pick up the other, well, defenders that make it work. Passing a Defiler of Faith here, which is a good card. All the Defilers are certainly good. But honestly, Wingmantle Chaplain is insane. Much better than Defiler in my experience. Lagomos, also very good. Not too much else in this pack. If we can get a good Wingmantle Chaplain deck, though, shouldn't be hard to get some quick, easy wins. Move on to our pack number 2. Getting past the Weatherlight completed. I guess this could be good with the Wingmantle Chaplain Defender deck, as the Chaplain makes a bunch of 1/1 tokens. I've never seen this card do much, though. I've only seen it on the battlefield a couple of times, but it has never impressed. Yeah. What are our other options in this pack, though? Because this pack is just very weak. Pilfer's okay. Urg is quite good. I guess in the Defender deck, you don't mind Artillery Blast. Sleeper's okay. Warhorse is okay. But yeah, overall, this pack is very weak. Unfortunately, this dual land is just also not good. I think in Defenders, you usually want to be like Esper or Bant. The blue and the black Defenders, especially the black ones, I think are very good. I'm going to go ahead and just take the Blast here, I think. I don't like this card, don't get me wrong. But that second pick was just bad in general. Okay, Argivian Cavalier here does appear to be the best card in this pack. Yeah, I mean, I like Amplifier for red-blue, but given the white cards we've already taken, it just makes sense to take the Cavalier. One of the better 3-drops in the format. Does a lot of work. I'm not going to try to force the Chaplain. If we don't see the means to make it a thing, then, you know, we're not going to take bad cards to make it work. There is a Baird here now, 4th pick. Okay, maybe we can move into like the red-white aggro deck, the Boros deck. Ancient's quite good as well, but given what we already have, this makes more sense, right? And honestly, I wouldn't be surprised if Baird wins more games than Ancient does. Just because I think the red-white deck is one of the best in the format, and, well, 2 mana versus 7 mana comes down a lot earlier. Evil's good, Repossession's good, Espionage, Bite Down. I like taking the Baird and seeing what happens. We do have a few walls here now, both the Clockwork Drawbridge and the Barricade. I have not found this card to be any good, even in the Defender deck. Like, you'll play it, but begrudgingly, you would rather just have all of the other better walls. Ratadrabic also have... Oh, this is a rare? Why did I think this was uncommon? Could have swore this was uncommon for some reason. Anyway, Ratadrabic has not been very good either. So the choices here, I think, are like Rootwalla, maybe Sleeper. The Barricade is good if you want to go walls. I like going for the Barricade. This is a surprise all-star, just in general, not even in just the Defender deck. Sunlit Marsh here, another Rootwalla. Luriferous Vine Wall. The problem with taking the Vine Wall is that this is the only green defender, and usually the green cards don't mesh as well. So I kind of dig taking the Marsh here. Now, I will say that green could be open, though. We've seen a couple of Rootwallas now, so this is something to note. I might have to pivot into green if we keep seeing some good stuff on that front. And yeah, Bone. Bortuck now, and a Vine Wall. Let's take the Bortuck. Passing 2 green Vine Wall, or 2 green defenders, a little bit awkward, but I think that was the right choice at the time. Warhorse could be okay. Heroic Charge can be okay. If you're in white, you always want to get at least 1 Heroic Charge, I've found, assuming white is one of your main colors. Just because the white deck, whatever other colors you're pairing with it, is generally a go-wide strategy, so getting 1 charge is nice. Getting 2, okay. We'll do that as well over Fire NATO or Bellow. Erg wheeling is kind of sick. Are we pivoting into green-black? Maybe. I don't actually mind Heirloom in the white decks as well. Wheel to destroy evil, that's good. There's the drawbridge too. Don't think we'll be playing that. And last pick Rootwalla. Yeah, interesting. Okay. So, we didn't really see the walls. And we did think that green was a little bit open. So maybe green-black could be the place to be, which is a little bit awkward after passing, you know, another Rootwalla and the Mossbeard Ancient or whatever it's called. A couple of good pickups here. Radiant Grove and Haunted Mire both look decent. We're not going to take, like, Academy Wall. Lightning Strike, I don't think so. We didn't see much red, right? Seems safer just to take, like, one of the lands here. Whether it be green-black or green-white. Okay, there's another Vine Wall. Tribute, Sunlit Marsh. One of the biggest reasons we probably don't want to move into walls all that much is we also didn't see any of the 4-mana Sentinels in pack 1. The whatever Shield Wall Sentinel, something like that. Whatever the 4-mana artifact defender is that tutors another wall, you know. So here we have like another Sunlit Marsh, or we can take the Floriferous. I am down to take the Floriferous though, try to make it work. I mean, this is kind of greedy. Joda is so bad. It's actually crazy how bad Joda is. We do have 3 legendaries right now, but this is like a Grove or another Mire, Strength, Cut Down, another Vine Wall. Like, we have a lot of good choices here. God, it feels like I'm just doing like bad Abzan stuff right now. I want to take a land, but maybe Cut Down's better. Vine Wall, Strength. I already have 2 charges, so I guess the Strength of the Coalition's not necessary. Let's take the Vine or the Cut Down. Adi Jin. Not taking that. We have a Tribute to Urborg and a Radiant Grove. Yeah, more fixing, more better. Wrap? And a Terror in this pack, too? I mean... how deep are we going? Because I want to take the Wrath. Yeah, what the hell? Radiant Grove and Reinforcements are probably safer picks, but Wrath is really good. Citizen's Arrest here versus the Reinforcements. Another Vine Wall going around too, but like I said, without the 4-mana tutor, probably just safest to take the creatures and the, well, the non-defender plan. Although I will say we've seen like 10 Floriferous Vine Walls. This is a weird draft. There's a Blight. There's the shield. Okay, there's the Shield Wall Sentinel. You know what? Maybe we are still doing this. It could just be that the Shield Wall Sentinels weren't opened. For real. We could still be the Abzan Defender deck, for sure. I'm going to want to pick up at least one Urborg Repossession. But I think we can make this a thing. Could still run like 1 Heroic Charge if we're going to run the Defenders, because usually the Wingmantle Chaplain makes a bunch of birdies, right? Late Tribute... I mean, our fixing's not bad, and double Vine Wall also helps with the fixing. We're probably going to end up cutting the Baird. Maybe even cutting the Wrath. Another Vine Wall on the wheel. Okay, yeah, it's working. It took a while for us to get there. That Soul Tender's also not terrible. Bone Splinter's also quite good with, like, Chaplain and stuff. Sure. Sheesh. One of the crazy Wrath effects in the format. For us, we have like a Queen Alanol. That's okay with the token producers we have. A Sunlit Marsh. I don't think we're going to be taking the Colony, but I do like Colony as an extra win con. I passed that Blight pile as well, but I think the Sentinel was correct. That effectively gives us like 2 Chaplains, you know? So where are we going from here? Man, I mean, the safest pick is just the damn marsh. But obviously I want to take some of these, but play it safe. Marrow, Czar, Rager. Czar's pretty good with a bunch of smaller creatures, but I think we want the Rager for value more. I mean, the more I look at it, the more that we're going into like green, black, maybe just splashing white. Key pickups, Urborg Repossession and like one more Shield Wall Defender, or Shield Wall Sentinel. Perfect. I think this is now a better pickup than the Leyline Binding. This looks weird, but this is making our deck very good. I'm guessing I'm going to be cutting the Arrest, the Cavalier, the Blast, maybe the Drawbridge. Another Wrath? We don't have that many instants and sorceries, though, but 2 Wrath is kind of nuts. Yeah, we have a perfectly good Barricade number 2 here, and a Sunlit Marsh. Warhorse. Oh, Treaty's good, too. Yeah, so I think the only card we're really looking for is the Repossession. I mean, I could run this Eerie Soul Tender as another way to get back the Chaplain, I guess, but I'm not super fond of that. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 walls right now. Yeah. Extinguish the Light. Raven Man. Removal-wise, I have Bone Splinters, Cut Down, Destroy Evil, Tribute. That's 4. Also a Runic Shot here and a Relic of Legends. Okay, I'm down to take the Raven Man. Another Shield Wall Sentinel, that's perfect. This is pick 7, so last chance to get a Repossession would be next pack. Did not get one. What did we get, though? Warhorse? Not the worst. Good to sacrifice the Vine Walls. Good to sacrifice the little birdies. Alright. More Bone Splinters on the wheel if we would like to. I mean, 3 Vine Walls makes Bone Splitters better, for sure. How many playables are we at? 21 now? Let's see. This is going to be like a 16 land deck, though, since we have 3 Vine Walls. I think we probably do want to run the Soul Tender as an extra means to grab back Chaplain, or just any other creature in general. Don't need the Mana Worker. Already have a Badger in the sideboard. I mean, I could just run 2 Badgers, I guess. Maybe. 3 Bone Splinters? That seems like a little bit excessive. But I don't have access to blue for the Hydromancer. Okay, I mean, the second Soul Tender is not bad. Oh, I should probably take 1 growth here. No, let's do that. 1 Pump Effect seems okay. Worm's good, but I don't think I need to run it. Alright, so yeah, I think 16 lands is the way to go here. I don't think we want the Drawbridge. We just need to find 1 more playable from the cards we have. The double white's a no on this. I don't think it's worth splashing Cavalier. Maybe it is just the Worm then. I think if I had gotten 1 Repossession, this deck would be very good. But as it stands, with 1 Chaplain and 3 Shield Wall Sentinels, though, it's still not bad. Yeah, I just needed more ways to buy back the Chaplain, which we only have 1 right now, so that's probably... Oh, no, we have the Board Tuck too. Yeah, 2 ways. Okay. Good enough to me. So green-black baseline, splashing white. 1, 2, 3, 4. We probably only need 1 Plains. And that's for the treaty. The Vine Walls can grab any land. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 black sources like that. And then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 green sources. We could even go 9 green sources because we do need the green for the triple vine wall. Oh, that looks pretty good to me. All right, first pick Wingmantle Chaplain. The defenders weren't really there in the first pack or even in like the first part of the second pack, but we did end up getting 3 Shield Wall Sentinels in the end, so I think if this deck had 1 Urborg Repossession, it would be very good. As it stands, I think it's going to be good enough. We'll submit this and see how we do. Go, go. Okay, off to round 1 we go. How is this hand? On the draw, looks pretty reasonable enough. We drew one of our Vine Walls. We can probably find a 3rd land with that. Run it with the turn to Vohar. Yeah, let's go for the Vine Wall. We don't need to run out the Raven Man. And what do we need? A 2nd black source for Urg next turn is good, and then Treaty can get us up to number 4 if we would like to. Right. Vortex Terror and an Island Mild for them. Yeah, I think I'm, well, no. If we go Treaty this turn, we can go Elfane Worm next turn. And let's see, what do we need? I guess we want more black sources here. We have a 2nd green source in our hand, and black for like the barricade activation seems reasonable enough. Oh, you know what? Totally forgot about the Raven Man. It happens at each end step. I guess it happens at the beginning, so if they use the Vohar at the end of turn, it wouldn't trigger the Raven Man, but... yeah, it might be better to go Raven Man plus Urg here and try to start making them discard cards. Because that way I'll have 2 relevant threats. The Urg and the Raven Man, that makes sense to me. Instead of just running out the Worm. So yeah, Raven Man will not trigger her. Wow, discarded Silver Scrutiny. I mean, I know they don't have a 2nd blue source currently, but that's kind of scary. Alright, bounce the Urg. Then maybe splinters the Raven Man. What is your play, my friend? Discard Swamp, okay. Well, if they don't kill the Raven Man, they will give me a bird now since they've activated Vohar main phase. Yep. Take 3. Alright, bird it is, thank you. Tribute's a pretty nice draw as well. We're leaving the bird, or sorry, the this is +3/+3. We're leaving back the token to block, so we're actually going to be attacking with the Raven Man this turn. I'm going to Urborg the Vohar, play out the Urg, and get a land down. Alright, we're looking pretty good here. Don't even need to go for the Chaplain game plan quite yet. Our opponent keeps missing... Well, I shouldn't say that. They discarded a swamp. So, while yes, they have been missing land, it's not like... Ah, that's a very good draw. They get to splatter. Kill the Urg with the Bone Splinters, and then the Raven Man with this Splatter Goblin trigger. Okay. Nice little value there. I'm going to take 3, go to 10. Remember, the birds do not block. I'll trade. Okay. Smacking for 1. Lay out the worm. And then next turn we can go Shield Wall, go Tutor. Might even want to just grab like a Barricade. Or we could just start chaining Sentinels. We have 2 other Sentinels in the deck, right? So we could go like Sentinel, go grab Sentinel. Especially if we draw an 8th land. And just Sentinel into Sentinel makes a lot of sense. I wonder if they have another Bone Splinters here they're thinking about using. Feels like it. If they attack with the Micromancer, we'll go ahead and block with the Vine Wall and Colossal Growth. Oh, they're sacking their Micro instead and keeping the Flyer. I'm okay with that. Alright, let's start walling. Next turn, Sentinel into the Chaplain. Just have to be a little bit wary of something like choking Miasma, but there's not much I can do about that anyways. Oh, see, now it feels like they have a Scatter in hand. Well, let's go for it. Yep. We have the Soul Tender to get it back if the Soul Tender dies. We need to find like a Bone Splinters. We're actually on a 4-turn clock here from that just Soaring Drake by itself. Barricade would also be a great draw. Because if I just die to that 2-3, I'm going to be very, very sad. Oh, well now I need to find something. Oh, okay. GG. We just take 6 in the air. Wow, this is going to be a really sad loss. I didn't feel like my opponent did anything. But, good beats. Maybe I dirtled too long. Could have just shield walled up and grabbed something else. Sometimes that's the way it do be. Worst part about that is that there wasn't really a way for us to play around Scattered either. Like if I tutor for the Barricade instead, they just counter that instead of the Chaplain, you know? GG's. Go next. Let's see, we are on the play. This hand is okay. It needs to find a couple of lands. Oh man, they have the Flowstone already? What can you do? So Vine Wall would be a good draw, Swamp would be a good draw. Ah. milled 3 random creatures. Let's get the Barricade online. It blocks favorably right now, whereas the Urg, if I play out the Urg, they get to just attack in, no fear. I mean, I guess they're going to attack in no fear anyways, huh? I guess it doesn't really matter which one I block. They're both 3 power in essence. Since if they cast any instant or sorcery or any instant, then the amplifier is going to turn into a big creature anyways. Oh, wow. I'm okay with it. The creature's just trading, that's fine. They do get to draw a card, but I did not mind that trade. Alright, let's get the Urg online, since we're missing lands. That Barricade last turn was good for exactly that reason. It can trade with something, but... Sure. So I'm going to take 3, go to 11. Okay. Sure, these are all... Don't care about these cards. Well, it's late, but we'll take it. I think I'm going to lead on Chaplain for the 1/1 bird to block the swarm. Now, the bad part is if they kill the Chaplain in response, I get nothing, but what can you do? Maybe they're just activating the Soul Herder here, getting something back from their graveyard. Nothing in their graveyard's all that relevant, though, so... Abu? Yep, that makes sense. Little menace creature. I will no block here. It's awkward. We could take a lot of damage. We could even be dead, but... More tap lands, huh? Alright, I mean, this is going to be an important turn for us. And they did have a kill spell. Okay. Pretty unfortunate. We might just be able to stabilize here, but I'm not liking our chances. We die to Twinferno if they have it. That doesn't kill me, but puts me to 1. And I'm left with no creatures. Alright, so we can Vine Wall here. Bone splinters. And then cut down. Well, we're alive, but we died of many a thing here. I think we're gonna go for the value and probably go grab another sentinel and then grab the barricade after that. Because if they draw like a lightning strike, I'm dead anyways, so it doesn't matter if I grab the barricade. You know? All right. That's a nice destroy evil target. We're gonna kill that main phase so they can't have the Battle Rage Fury or whatever, or the Battle Rage Blessing. I probably sack the other Sentinel end of turn here. Kicked. They can get back like their Kavu. So I have to double block it. That's too bad. Oh wait, what? Oh, do they have a way to pump it? Feels like it might have been better for them to grab Kavu. Okay, I mean, if they have Furious Bellow, we die. Or whatever. Twin Inferno for double strike. Oh, well, that doesn't kill us. I need to obviously find a spell here, though. What the heck? Okay, we're at 1. Again. Jeez Louise. So... that has Menace. I have to either Bone Splinters the Atrocity or draw a card and pray. Honestly, highest upside might be drawing a card and hoping. Although we do have a lot of bricks, actually. No, never mind. I better just play it safe here. What can you do? Good beats. So had I drawn, we would have drawn a land. Remember, we're only drawing 16 lands in this deck. We probably have to get back our Urg if we draw our Bortuk. Oh? Twinferno a spell? Do they have like Thrill of possibility? Oh, sure. Whatever. What can you do? What can you do? I mean, was that Flood into... or sorry, was that Screw into Flood? It felt like it, man. I feel like we're getting pretty unlucky with this deck. We're only running 16 lands. We're flooding out miserably. Just feel like we're not drawing very well. I don't know. That has been my experience with a lot of this format, but... well... that's Magic, baby. I very much dislike, getting all of these very quick draft runs. I mean, I never cherry pick my drafts. I know a lot of times, especially in other formats, where I was doing a lot of winning, people were like, oh man, he only uploads his 7 wins, but no, this has been a format where we've had a lot of like 1 and 3s, 2 and 3s, and then we get the opposite of complaints. People are like, why are you uploading these losses? You can't have it both ways, you know? But good stuff. We will move on. Let's see if we can at least get 1 or 2 wins here, as we are moving into game number 3. Okay, we cannot get mana screwed here. Or rather, we're gonna have at least at least 4 lands this game. Do they have a Branch Rider? Are they gonna hit me for 1? Drawing a 3rd land there, a 2nd untapped land, means we can play the Root Wall on turn 2 if we want to. Because then we can still go untap land plus 3 drop. What is going on over there? Red-green usually has plays this early. I mean, I could just apply pressure here. Build a Vine Wall and 2 lands. Yeah, I kind of like just playing creatures then. Rulik, yeah, that's pretty good. Let's go land plus Barricade and pass. Leave back 3 blockers for the Rulik Mons. The thing about red-green is that they have a lot of combat tricks, so if you're trying to block red-green, oftentimes you're going to get blown out, but obviously we don't want to let them get a free attack in, you know? That's fine. Okay. Worm maybe a little bit better here than Warhorse off the bat. I will say Destroy Evil is probably going to be very, very good versus red-green, right? Though the Branch Rider here, it doesn't pump its toughness, it just pumps power, but Soul Tender blocks the Branch Rider very well, straight up. Instead of playing the Warhorse, we might just go with Treaty, hold up Destroy Evil. To play around them having a bunch of combat tricks. Right, maybe we just Destroy Evil that then. I'm just thinking if I want to pre-combat kill the worm or do it after they block. Because if I attack with worm and they block with theirs and then I destroy evil, they take the full 5. Because if I destroy evil the worm right now, then they can just double block my worm. Maybe I don't mind that. Would also let my soul... Oh, they're just not even going to block. Okay. In that case, we'll go for the defensive Destroy Evil and try to blow them out. The thing that's going to get me is if they're splashing white for, like, what's that? Take up the shield? Is that what it's called? The indestructible trick. Okay, Rulik is attacking too, or Rulik is attacking. So 2-4 and 3-1 are going to go on Rulik. And then Worm is going to block Worm. And now we'll see what they do. Okay, they're ordering the barricade first, so they are planning on using a trick on Rulik. Strength of the Coalition. Ah, well, that is definitely one we want to kill right off the bat, and the reason is now they're not going to get the kicker ability of all their other creatures getting bigger. And if they don't have a second trick here, then they don't even get to kill my barricade. This is the blowout we were going for. We were hoping for. I deem your worm too evil, friend. So I don't think there's anything they can do with the red-green in response. I mean, no matter what, Destroy Evil is going to be resolving here. Yep, that's fine. So we trade, and that was very good for us. Smack in with both. They might double block the worm now. Yep, and we're okay with that. Let's play out the horse and kick it. And I'm just going to hold up the sacrifice ability. I don't want to play out the Vine Wall. And then have them like lightning strike my warhorse. Although I guess if they have lightning strike, they'll just do it on the root wall anyways. But it might just be dead here next turn. Warhorse with trample and sack ability available. Flashing Sleeper is a little bit of a surprise. Alright, yep. 6/6 trampling horse that can sack a creature to gain +2/+1 should do her there. Okay, on the board. And we didn't even play a single defender, did we? Maybe did we play one Vine Wall? At the end there, we did obviously, but at that point it was irrelevant. Anyway, 1 and 2. Move on to game number 4. Good looking hand. Early removal spell, late removal spell, turn 3 Rager. Can't ask for much more, maybe a turn 2 Vine Wall. This hand is pretty ideal, I would say. Hey, turn 2 Vine Wall, there you are. That makes our Bone Splinters much better, of course. Alright, what are we losing? Bortuck, Rootwalla. That's fine. The Sentinel shuffles anyways. And they're just gonna go for the Divination. Go for the Rage. Mr. Man. Micromancer, that's a good one. And they have a shore up. Okay. I don't think I'm gonna get greedy. I think I'm just gonna grab Chaplain right now. Sure. Pass. Yeah, they probably have a scatter. Gonna lead on Vine Wall. Let's grab an untapped. We don't need those duels. Secondary untapped white source. Then we can go with Urg here. See if they counter this instead. If not, Urg blocks very well. They just waste, or well, maybe not wasted, but they just went 5th land pass. So that's good for us. And if they are indeed holding a counter, we can go double relevant spell next turn with Chaplain into... Oh, are they going to make everything a 2/2? Wait, they're phasing out my Urg. Okay. Well, they definitely have Scatter. I can just destroy Evil that if we want to. Okay, I'll pass. They might phase out their own Micromancer this turn, I guess. I don't think phasing is a good card. People say it's a Wrath, but, well, not in the way you want it to be. Alright, see you later. We are definitely not going to mind just activating Raven Man. I mean, you know what? The third phase of that card is not even bad for us. We're gonna get a bunch of 2/2s. Okay. What the heck? Alright. Sure. So they're planning to get an extra 2/2 from that, but whatever. You better have Choking Miasma or what do you call it? So now we can end of turn destroy Evil, make them use their Shore Up, and then Bone Splinters it. Yeah. Phasing. That phasing of Zalfir card is not a real card. It's cute, but not real. Alright, 2 and 2. We've rattled off a couple wins. There we go. It is feeling better. I can stop being a Debbie Downer. Let's go to game number 5, baby. How we looking? Yeah, no white sources, but a good hand. So this is a hand where I'm going to run out the Raven Man on turn 2. Just because we have a curve, right? We go turn 2 Raven Man, turn 3 Rager, turn 4 maybe just start activating it. Raven Man's one of those cards that is very slow and can be good, but at the end of the day, it is just a 2/1, and it's 4 mana to activate, so you don't always have the luxury, you know? It's great versus, like, control-y decks. I would highly recommend not playing Snare Spinner unless you don't have enough playables. There are some decent flyers in the format that this blocks, but... And I'm probably going to die to the Snare Spinner now. Looks like they have a Bite Down or something. But this card is just not relevant enough as a 2-drop. There are so many good 2-drops in this format. Like, you really need your creature to do something, and Spinner is just not one of those cards. I did find a white source, but still going to go with the Rager. In fact, found a second white source. Yeah, so... Very likely, I'm just going to start activating the Raven Man. Looks like we're playing against Domain. That's Destroy Evil is going to be fantastic here. That is a chonker. This is a little bit awkward, but you got to do what you got to do. I'm going to take a little bit of damage from that as a result. because I don't have any untapped white sources. This is a little bit greedy. Alright, looks like we did get them to use a removal spell though, so no big deal. So Barricade, tap land. Pass. Okay. Take another 4. Ow. They have 1 card left. Vine Wall's a pretty good draw, actually. Well, no, it's not, but it's just an easy creature to eat. With, Barricade, so it's a good blocker, I should say. Lost some goodies, sadly. Okay, and we will take another hit down to 7. A little bit afraid of them like going Outrider into Outrider, but that's pretty unlikely. Hey, look at what we got here. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Untap land, Chaplain, make 3 birds. Nice. And unlike the Crow, these birds actually can block, so we can block and then sack. Though I guess I'd rather sack the Vine Wall for now, since we've already got the value out of it with the Chaplain. This is where we're going to start taking over. Assuming I can find some spells. That's good. I need to play untap land here to go Horse Kicked plus Hold Up Barricade. They are playing the Domain deck. They could very well have any number of mass removal spells. So I do need to be a little bit proactive. I can't just sit back forever. I will say that that Snare Spinner has blocked a decent bit of damage already, right? Absolutely. I could just block with my Warhorse and double sack too. Maybe that's better. No, I'd rather draw some more cards for now. If they're playing Colossal Growth, they can also get me pretty good. I won't die because I'm going to go to 9 with a sack, but I do have to be a little bit careful of a card like that here. I played untap land so we can activate Rootwalla and sack to Barricade. But right now the Rootwalla gains +3/+3, so it bounces off the Sojourner by itself. I think they have a trick here, so I'm not going to multi-block it. I'm just going to put the Rootwalla in front and pump. Alright, what do you got? Do they have the growth? They have 4 cards in their hand. So if they growth, it goes up to an 8. I pump Rootwalla to a 5. I take 3 trample. We'll sack something end of turn. Gain a life, draw another card. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. We've seen 11 of our 16 lands. So only 5 left in 20 cards, but we know that the bottom like 4 or 5 Have one land in them, so that means the rest are still above that somewhere. If they ever tap out, what we can do is like treaty trample the Warhorse and really do a lot of damage. They have Gaia's Might. Alright, that's fine. They also have Colossal? Holy crap. Okay. So I go down to 2. I'm dead to like a lightning strike. It's like they don't have it though. What walls do I still have in my deck? More Vine Walls. Another Sentinel. I guess we just change Sentinels. I'm gonna leave back the horse now, too. And play it safe. Clean out our deck. Start attacking with the birds pretty soon, because we can just go over the top of the snare spinner. If they just trade for the horse or the barricade, I'm okay with that, I think. Okay. Since we have the second barricade in our hand, I'm only worried about them having an Outrider or the Lightning Strike, but we're already going to be dead to those anyways, it feels like. Sure. Birds are going to be attacking here momentarily. Actually, yeah, let's start poking in. Get in for 3. Do we win? I think we do. Horse tramples. Cut down. Five, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. That's 22. That's 28. 28 trample damage. Thereabouts. 8, 14, 15, 16. Oh, maybe they're not quite dead, but they have to like throw everything under the horse. Oh, that doesn't do it. Alright, let's see. That's 8 plus 8, if I'm doing my math right. Bingo, bango, bongo, baby. Let's go. Ah. Trampling horses. And we are up to 3 wins. All right, feels good. 0-2 start. Rattle off a few wins here. Confidence increasing. Not feeling nearly as terrible. And we actually are getting to do the chaplain thing, which is nice. On the play here, good enough hand. All 3 colors. We're going to go turn 3 treaty most likely, so we can play worm on turn 4. Red, white land. Are they aggro? Nope. Maybe, well, they might be splashing like a Wrath or something. Ooh, we really would like to draw some spells now. This is actually a kind of a bad flood out when we have 16 lands in our deck. No, they're just on domain too. Okay. There's a good draw. Because that represents like 5 spells, you know? Soul of Windgrace! Very nice. If I pump the token, I can attack with both. I don't really care if Soul of Windgrace trades here, right? That adds technically 1 extra point of damage. Yeah, let's do that. Alright, I'm okay with this. Actually kind of interested to know why they traded there. Maybe they have a way to get it back. We're gonna start chaining shield walls. Next turn we can go Rager plus shield wall, grab another shield wall, you know? Maybe they just have the Wrath. They're so quick to trade off their Soul of Windgrace. Ah, that is a very fat creature. Okay. Well, I'm just gonna have to commit to dying to them having, like, a choking miasma or whatever. Because next turn I'm gonna go Sentinel into Chaplain and hope that a bunch of birds is good enough. There's one way to squash a 1/1 token. Okay. Alright, let's cross our fingers, like I said. If they have it, they have it. Not much I can do about it. If they don't, then we're going to be looking good. Especially since we drew Barricade to start turning chumpers into extra cards. Oh, this turned itself into a 5/5. Right. I give them no credit for having anything. Okay, that worked out. So clearly they don't have a choking miasma or whatever. Ah, that creature has reach. Reachy peach. Do they have a Bone Splinters, or are they having like an Urborg? If they have an Urborg, they should probably just wait to kick it, right? Huh. Alright, that is somewhat surprising to me that they did that, but I'm not going to complain. With the Soul Tender, we can chump with our Chaplain and then bring back the Chaplain. Somewhere down the line. Garna. Oh, you know what? I would not be surprised if they have a Joda in their deck. They've got a lot of legendaries, and I don't think Garna is like particularly good in Domain, so one reason to be running it would be Joda. Ooh, they have the Weather Seed tree for trample. Yeah, that's really good on Marrow. That is a lot of damage. Okay. Well, so they get to draw a card if I kill one of their attackers, but I do think we eat the Outrider here. This can soak up 3 damage. And then I'll just bounce off this instead of giving them an extra card on that one. It seems fine. I go to 2. Okay. Nice, good draw. I almost wonder if it's better to kill the Garna. And just hope they don't draw another Weather Seed Treaty. Yeah, I think that might be right. Like, play out the Soul Tender here. Build Horse Cut Down and Growth. Bone Splinters the Garna. Ass. If they have another treaty to give Trample or Colossal Growth, so be it. I will accept dying to those cards. Outrider here, number 2, also kills us, but nothing I can do about that. Ooh, that is a problem. That is very hard for me to block. Okay, I'm gonna have to bring back either the Worm or the Warhorse to block that thing, and I guess the Worm makes more sense. We also leave back 4 mana so that I can pump the Rootwalla to also block it if they kill the Worm here. Close game. I like seeing land. So Czar and 1 unknown card. Okay. Do they lose if they attack? That is the biggest question. Whoa! Am I dead? Well, who knows what that last card in their hand is then. Sure. Well, they did have they did have a removal spell, so I'm glad I did this. So they're at 9, so we just bounce again here, chump here. Okay. Fine wall. Untap land. Put them dead to birds next turn. Nice. Okay. Got him. Woohoo! Let's go! Even if they did draw a removal spell, we play Bortuck, and we can get back our Chaplain or whatever for extra blockers. So. Oh, we are riding the scary train here. 0-2 into 4 wins. I am now pleased with this result. If we could go 0-2 into 7-2, though, that would be fantastic. Well, one game at a time. We'll play game number 7 coming up here. Game on. Bad hand. Ugh. No green. No Sentinel, no Chaplain. Yeah, we'll go down to 6. Just not good enough. Even if we drew exactly a forest off the top or whatever, this just doesn't do enough for me to be confident. This one, however, looks pretty good. I guess I'll keep the curve and keep all the walls. A little bit tempted to keep the Soul Herder over the Root Wallet, but I think on the draw I'd rather have something to do on turn 2. Could be a Defender Mirror Match. Well, now that they have the Blight pile out, I'm just going to play out the Vine Wall. Look for land number 4. Let's grab a second black source here. A couple of good spells go to the bottom, but nothing too problematic. Insta-top, they liked it. Could be a land. The Barricade, let's go. Okay. So, 3 mana, draw 2, lose 2. What they could have done if they wanted to is with the Grotto Scry on the stack, cast the Shadow Prophecy so that they draw the 2 cards and then get to scry underneath it. I'll go ahead and just grab the Chaplain right now. What are the odds they have Scatter, I wonder? I need to draw Bone Splinters. Holy smokes. Okay, good news here is that I do get a lot of 1/1s to block the Sphinx, but I'm once again in a position where if my opponent has... I mean, this is always the case. If they have, like, Choking Miasma, we kind of just die. But we have blockers for a little while. Unless that thing tramples for some reason. No, it doesn't. Okay. It'd be pretty crazy if that thing also trampled. This is one of the cards I have yet to get in draft. I have played against it innumerable times. And it is very, very good. I have opened it in draft before, but I believe it was during, like, pack 3 when we were already solidly, like, blue or red-white or something. Good draw. I'm going to attack with 1 bird here. And then just play out the Root Wall and pass. That way, they would have to use 2 removal spells to have the Sphinx connect. You know? That's fine. I don't need to respond to that with Barricade Sack, because I'm going to be chumping with a bird here anyways. Basically, the name of the game is don't let them hit you with that card. Hey, that's good. Hopefully they tap out for some, like, Tolarian Terror or something. I guess they have a couple instants and sorceries in their graveyard. There's a Tolarian Geyser. No kick. Argosy. Hey, you know what? That means they are tapped out. And when your opponent is tapped out, seems like a good time to kill a ward creature. Get out. It's a pretty good look cut down target. Oh. Actually, we probably have to cut down the Rager because they have the Argosy. Or they're not going to activate it? Okay, well then I'll just cut down the Flyer. So I can keep attacking with my birds. Man, where are my lands? Alright, Rager is going to draw Vine Wall or a land. I saw the future. Mainly because it was very high odds to do so. Probably don't need to run another second barricade, but it's okay. It's not like we have a fast clock on them or anything. Okay, that's a way for them to get back their Sphinx eventually. But for now, we will continue the beatdowns. I'll be sad if they have another scatter here. They milled one, which is why I say another. Boo! Well, there goes our plan of reanimating the Chaplain, but we do have our own Soul Tender somewhere. So still another way to get it back, perhaps. They're still not pinging me with the pile. They are kicking here. The Sentinel grabs another Vine Wall, but we should be drawing land soon. We'll keep poking in with the birds for as long as we can, and then maybe the Root Wall and the horse can finish them off. Stalled through time or something? Tribute a bird. Ooh, that's gonna be good. Okay. Yes. So we will set up for horse into Weatherseed Treaty again. Another espionage. Maybe I should have held the land for another one. I'm not going to discard the Bone Splinters. I guess I don't need the treaty. That's fine. Man, like I said, this deck needed a repossession so badly. Alright. The horse can start sacking the Vine Walls and the Sentinels and whatnot. Eight cards left in their deck. I mean, they are going to deck out at this rate. They have 6 cards left. We don't even need to do anything. We can just sit back and they die. Yeah. Shore up their bird, or their swarm, okay. I don't even think we'd run anything out. Let's just hold open our card draw off the barricades. With 5 cards left. Looks like their entire game plan was revolved around that Sphinx. Sure, we can just Bone Splinters that. Hopefully. Still should be drawing here, looking for our Soul Tender. What a very strange game. Good. Oh, I guess now we probably don't sack. There's the Soul Tender. Beautiful. Alright, let's try to kill this. They only have 1 card in their hand. So if it is an instant, we'll force it out. Got our Soul Tender. We still have 10 cards left in our library after this mills. There goes our Urg. Sad face. Pass. They're at 3 cards in deck. Oh, did Auto Tapper tap me out of black for some reason? Oh no, I only had 2 black at the time, never mind. Yeah, we just take 3. if we kill it, that's how they can get back in the game, I guess, kind of. Fine. I mean, I should have been attacking with some stuff, but yeah, this is 3 cards left in their deck. We get to rebuy the Chaplain next turn. All right. It's working. 5-2. The comeback is real. It feels so good. I was hopeless for a moment. We were 0-2. It was going to be like a 30-minute video. And now here we are. 5 wins later. Doing the goods. On to game number 8. Where is the Vine Wall? Sadly gonna have to mulligan that one. There we go. 3 of our tap lands. I'll pitch the Root Walla here. I'm gonna pitch the Horse here. No, I'm gonna pitch the Root Walla. Keep the Horse since we have the Barricade for sack purposes. We're not gonna be able to do anything until turn 3 at this rate anyways. No, I'd rather play Barricade on turn 3 than Vine Wall on turn 2, although this probably finds an untapped land. And then Vine Wall plus hold up cut down next turn. Turn 5 we get the Horse with kick. It's not very nice. Make me sack my Barricade? We want untap land here. Griffin Protector. Glad you played that before attacking, although I wasn't killing that with cut down anyways. We're gonna lead on Horse. It just gives us a good blocker versus the sleeper, and then we can start tutoring. Sure. It's pretty bad versus what I have. Ooh, that's another really good draw. They don't have many cards left in hand, and so Raven Man looks like it's gonna be nice. We'll go ahead and chain Sentinels for a little bit here. My plan next turn is just to activate the Raven Man if they don't do anything. Alright. Sure. So they will get a 4/4 now. We have a lot of removal in this deck too, though. Looks like they have a land in their hand. Ooh, that they might have wanted. Oh, that's so disgusting. Alright, discard your last card. And this is where they scoop. Oh boy. Why not keep drawing very, very well, you know? I'll just go ahead and go grab the Chaplain at this point. Could also grab Barricade if we really wanted to, but they might scoop to Chaplain next turn. Wow, what a draw. Wow. Holy smokes. That had to be one of their best possible draws, so I can sack both creatures they're targeting in response, so they don't gain any life, but geez Louise, that was sick. Alright, they're gonna need another really good top deck, otherwise this is pretty much over. That was good. Not gonna be good enough, but that was good. We'll take 3 here if they want to pump. I'm gonna give them 1 draw step to find something. Let's hit him for 6. Put him to 2. Okay, another Extinguish the Light would save them here. Lo and behold. The Vine Wall wasn't a bad draw though, because that gives us another bird, which is lethal then. There's a lot of good cards on the bottom now. Can you top deck twice? Actually, you know what? They haven't drawn a land since they needed to top deck, have they? They drew like Archangel into double Extinguish. Not quite good enough though. And wow, we are now 6-2. 1 away from the full turnaround. Oh baby, come on. We should already be pleased with the way this started, or has gone up to this point, but now we can taste it. It's there. It's ripe for the picking. Heroes or zeros. Game 9, the final. We're on the play here. Our hand looks decent. Really needs to find a 3rd land or a Vine Wall. But we have a lot of those in the deck, so odds are we should hit. Perfect. And yeah, I'm going to go ahead and run out the Raven Man here on turn 2. If it eats a removal spell, so be it. But we're going to go Rager next turn. And then if we draw a 4th land and Raven Man's not dead, we are going to just start making him discard. Jun so far into Vivi. Rager for land. Perfect. Getting the Barricade Train online is also not bad, but because I have Bone Splinters in our hand, we do want to get some free birds if possible. Nice. Very good. Alright, let's activate. I just want to draw lands for the rest of the game. With Shield Wall in hand, unless it gets discarded, we just want to... like, we want to get to 8 mana is the funny thing. So that way I can go Shield Wall into another 4-drop wall that we tutored for or whatever. Voila. 2 cards in hand. 1 more card in their hand. This is actually an interesting turn then. Because it might be better to kill the Root Walla now. Because if I activate Raven Man, then I'm going to take 2, 4, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 and go to 9, and that's a way that I can lose. In fact, let's pass here. Put the Raven Man in front of the Root Walla if it attacks, and destroy evil if they pump. Plan on tributing the Prodigy. I should be attacking with the bird, but I don't think they know it can't block. Oh, maybe they do. Darn. That's why I wasn't attacking with the bird, because it seemed like they didn't want to attack into it for some reason. I get punished here if they just pass with nothing now. It looks like they might have a restoration, or a repossession rather. Ah, this could have been a throw. Okay, they did have the repossession. They're grabbing a land, though, with the Vivisector. So they're just going to go tap land, pass. We will Urborg the Root Wall end of turn. That's good. Okay. Sentinel, and I'm just going to go grab the Chaplain right now. Versus them, it looks like just getting a bunch of 1/1 flyers is plenty good enough. Braids. Oh man, they can make me sack lands. Shoot. Yeah, that's a good play if they sack land. Because I would give them a card. Love it. Good play. Alright, now we don't need to worry about the land so much. But we needed to make sure we had our 4th land this turn. Okay. Yep. Sure. Hey, Splatter Goblin, sack to Braids. That's kind of decent. Sure. I will sack my bird that cannot block. You will kill my other bird. You get to scry 1. I mean, we still have a game here. Really awkward only having 1 black source currently. I guess we're just gonna play a kicked horse. Pass. Or my Vine Walls, man. We're so bad at drawing our Vine Walls when we have so many of them in the deck. They might sack a land again here. No, they're gonna sack conscripts, that's fine. Vine Wall or Swamp? Give me one of those. Please. Beautiful. Let's get a little bit frisky. We take this trade. We get to scry. Let's go barricade, make a token. I'm going to go ahead and Bone Splinters the Braids with... Well, actually, now the Sentinel makes sense to sack. We still have Destroy Evil if they draw another relevant... Well, they draw a fat threat. I guess I could have sacked Chaplain since I have Board Tuck, but... We still have a bunch of walls in the deck. And in a pinch, we can still sack the Chaplain to the Barricade. Oh, that is 3 toughness. Can't destroy evil that thing. Erg has got a big butt. Ooh. That's not good. Well, shoot. They're gonna make me discard a bunch of stuff.
Happy to help, but I'm taking the credit. I'm tired.
Actually, you know what? We're gonna just discard the Destroy Evil here. Doesn't do anything anymore. God, this is bad, actually. If they draw lands, they're turning into 3/3s. If they draw spells, they're drawing spells. Guess I'm gonna Bortuck back my Sentinel. I could get Raven Man. That would have been funny too. I'm gonna play out the land. We're gonna discard Rootwalla to Liliana. Getting the Raven Man means we would have been able to get like some more random 1/1s, but shoot, man, I'm losing this game.
You won't be outsmarting me.
Looked really good, and then they started drawing some goodies. Sheesh, that's not even good here. Vine Wall's okay. Alright, let's get a bunch of birds, I guess. And Floriferous here can grab a land to discard to Lily. But we're also just dying to Tatiova. Like, we want them to keep drawing random 2/2s. We kept the land in our hand to discard to Lily here, obviously.
Don't overthink things.
Sure. Again, another fine draw, honestly. Okay. They have 4 towards domain, red, green, blue, black. Well, I need to attack Liliana. They can get their conscripts back too, but I'm expecting the Green Widow to trade with something, right? No, maybe not. It's just gonna eat a bird. Right, Urg's gonna trade with Swarm. Gonna clear off their 2/2s if they block like this, or maybe they're just gonna chump. Alright, sorry, Urg. They get a bunch of scries. Vine Wall. Untap land. We have another Vine Wall in the deck, right? And then another Barricade and another Sentinel. So if I wanted to, I could just grab another Vine Wall here. And then discard that to Lily after souping up the board with a bunch of flyers. Kind of like that. And that means we can start activating our Barricade finally. The Tatiova is the biggest issue. That's not a problem. And I'm glad they played that out, because now they don't have an extra blocker. It does trample, but we have enough to stop it.
I'm tired of
Now we can kill the Lily. Okay. So they have one blocker for a flyer, so we send 5 here. Oh, when you attack a planeswalker, can you not select the number symbol? 3, 4, 5. They eat one with the spider. We go ahead and sack it. Go back up to 8, draw a card. Bone Splints is great. I think we have to kill the Tatiova here. I'm pretty sure we killed the Tatiova. Alright, I mean, I only have 10 cards left in my deck, so I do have to somehow kill them, but what else do we have? The Soul Tender to bring back the Chaplain to get some more walls again, maybe? We can multi-block... Oh, they didn't. I was gonna say we can multi-block the Mossbeard if it attacks. There's that. Okay. 8 cards left. Two more walls in the deck too. I mean, I have to play it out. There goes my treaty and 2 land. Alright, 2 lands getting milled was good. I go to 4 cards when I draw. We're not gonna... I need to have like another Bone Splinters. We don't have it. I think we lose. We're gonna get decked out. So I would also have to sack the Chaplain. Maybe I should have sacked the Chaplain a little while ago. 4 cards, sack the Chaplain, go to 3, sack the Soul Tender, go to 2. And there'd be another turn cycle before I could do that. But I don't see how else I win. I guess I need to sack the Tender first. Three... I should have played this last turn, maybe? 2... I need to kill them next turn somehow. I don't think that's possible. It takes 3, they go to 18. Yeah. Probably gonna be 1 or 2 cards short. GG's. And they just have extra life gain there as well. Good beats. Don't think there's anything else we could have done. So I needed to sack the Chaplain earlier instead of the other Vine Wall. And we would have had 1 more turn. And if we had 1 more turn, we might have been... Well, I guess their Urg would have gained a bunch of life, but... we might have been able to kill him in 2 swings if I had 1 extra card in my library. So, probably on me. This was really freaking close. Right? Say I had 1 more card left in my library. We'd attack him for 7 here. They'd go to 11. Oh, I guess, no, the Urg probably would have still killed us. Alright, well that was fun. Damn. Decked out for the loss, and this just shows you we really needed that Urborg repossession in the deck, because if we have repossession, I don't need to sack to the Soul Tender, or whatever, to the Barricade and draw cards. Or rather, I don't need to play the Soul Tender out, but man, we went rattled back from 0-2 into 6 wins, so I'm pleased with this. This was a fun one. Lots of good grindy games, and you can see how good Chaplain was, even though we only had 1 of them. There was the triple tutor to go get them, and that was fantastic, so good stuff. Thanks for watching, everybody. Hopefully you enjoyed. And from like a 30-minute video, this turned into 2 hours. So I appreciate y'all watching. Enjoy the rest of your day. We'll be back tomorrow. Peace out.